New York City isn't just fighting immigration raids, it's fighting itself. While Mayor Eric Adams deploys drones to preempt ICE protest violence, former Governor Andrew Cuomo plots a political comeback, and AOC brands it all a generational war. This isn't just another debate. It's a showdown between order and chaos, power and protest, survival and spectacle. The United States has seen growing tensions between federal immigration authorities and progressive sanctuary city politics, but nowhere is the battlefield more dramatic than in New York City. In the midst of rising ICE raids ordered by the Trump administration, Mayor Eric Adams finds himself stuck between defending federal authority and distancing himself from the fractured Democratic Party he once called home. In this deep dive, we'll break down Trump's escalating immigration enforcement orders, NYC's controversial drone policing strategy, Eric Adams's political pivot and war with the Democratic establishment, the resurgence of Andrew Cuomo, and the challenge from the progressive left, what all of this means for New Yorkers and the rest of America. This isn't just about policy, it's about power, political betrayal, and the fight for the soul of the nation's most iconic city. Part 1. Trump's Immigration Blitz, the catalyst for chaos. In a bold early morning post, Donald Trump declared, "We must expand efforts to detain and deport illegal aliens. I have directed my entire administration to put every resource possible to reverse mass migration." This statement marks a clear escalation of the former president's hardline stance on immigration, a stance that aligns with his 2025 campaign rhetoric. By calling for a full mobilization of federal assets, Trump is effectively declaring war on sanctuary cities like New York. What does this mean practically? ICE raids will increase, particularly in large urban centers with immigrant populations. Federal resources, including support from the DOJ and DHS, will be redirected to detentions and deportations. Cities resisting ICE, via legal aid, sanctuary policies, or police non-cooperation, are likely to be targeted next. According to the Migration Policy Institute, New York City houses an estimated 500,000 undocumented immigrants. Trump's statement suggests a dramatic shift in how those people will be treated and how city leaders will be expected to respond. Part 2. Drones and Crowds, Mayor Adams's Surveillance Strategy. In response to pro-immigrant protests across the city, many of which were aimed at disrupting ICE operations, Mayor Eric Adams took an unusual approach. He deployed drone surveillance to monitor and preempt potential violence. We used technology, drones, that allowed us to monitor the crowd and gather intelligence. We knew there were outside agitators that wanted to disrupt, Adams said in a Fox News interview. What happened during the protests? 14 arrests were made, mostly for disorderly conduct, not violence. No police or protesters were injured, a fact Adams credits to preemptive drone surveillance and proactive policing. Those arrested included individuals allegedly attempting to block ICE trucks and federal agents from completing legal detentions. This is a critical moment for civil liberties. While Adams's supporters argue that drones helped prevent violent escalation, critics worry it signals a new era of high-tech crowd control that could be used to suppress dissent in broader political protests. Part 3. I didn't leave the party left me. Mayor Adams's response to the crisis has sparked backlash, not just from activists, but from inside his own party. Progressive lawmakers led by Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez slammed him for enabling ICE operations and refusing to shield undocumented immigrants. Meanwhile, Andrew Cuomo, fresh off political exile, is making a calculated comeback. Andrew Cuomo made it clear, if he wins this race, he wants to run for president, AOC said. It is unconscionable to send Cuomo to Gracie Mansion. Why the outrage? Cuomo's track record includes the controversial nursing home deaths during COVID-19, cash bail reform policies that fueled revolving door justice criticisms, allegations of sexual misconduct and political bullying. Yet he's positioning himself as a stabilizing force, ironically, the very thing Adams claims to be. Caught in the crossfire, Adams declared, I didn't leave the party The party left me and working-class people. The extreme arm of the Democratic Party went too far. It's a potent message that resonates with moderate voters, but alienates the progressive base that helped elect him. Part 4. The Numbers Game. Who really speaks for New York? The polling paints a conflicted picture. 79% of NYC Democrats believe that undocumented immigrants who commit crimes should be deported after serving their sentence. Broadway saw its best 12-month stretch in recorded history under Adams's term. NYC also recorded the lowest number of homicides in the past 5 months, a data point Adams touts to prove his success. So why does it feel like his own party wants him gone? The answer lies in political realignment. Adams is running as an independent, a rare move for a sitting mayor. Meanwhile, Cuomo and leftist challenger Zohran Mamdani are also bypassing the Democratic primary to position themselves as outsider saviors. In Adams's words, "People say you can't win as an independent, so why is everyone following what I did?" It's a question that cuts to the core of the race. The political center may be weak, but it's where the voters might actually be. New York City has always been a testing ground for national politics. This immigration battle, cloaked in high-tech surveillance and inter-party betrayal, is a microcosm of the larger national debate. How far should local leaders go to resist federal immigration enforcement? Do drones and surveillance technology help keep order or trample constitutional rights? Can the Democratic Party survive its internal war between moderates and progressives? Part 5. The Broader Implication. A Blueprint for the Nation. Mayor Adams, for all his controversies, is posing these questions in real time. Whether New Yorkers love him or hate him, they're watching a unique political experiment unfold. One where a mayor goes to war with his party, ICE raids spark ideological chaos, and the entire city becomes a stage for the nation's identity crisis. New York's immigration crisis isn't just a policy fight, it's a political reckoning. Mayor Eric Adams, once a Democratic darling, now finds himself policing protests against ICE while running an independent campaign that distances him from the very party that put him in office. With Cuomo, AOC, Mamdani, and even Trump looming in the wings, the city's future hangs in a dangerous balance. Whether you see Adams as a savior or a sellout, one thing is certain: the next chapter in New York's political story will be anything but boring. Key takeaways. Trump is doubling down on ICE raids, reigniting national sanctuary city battles. Adams's drone surveillance tactics have drawn both praise and civil rights concerns. The Democratic Party is fractured, with moderates like Adams clashing with progressives like AOC. Cuomo's re-entry and the rise of independent campaigns mark a new political frontier in NYC. This may be a preview of the 2025 national political landscape. Thanks for watching.